In this video we will learn how we can import frames, sequences or even entire projects in our movie, or replace existing captured frames, sequences or even projects with saved ones on our computer. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. First, we will see how we import files, and the first thing to do is to define where in our project we want to import that file. So we locate this certain frame in the timeline and then we press the Add button above the timeline. Let's say we want to add a single frame. We go to Captured and select Frames. A window opens and lets us navigate to find the desired picture. You select it and there you have it. Now, what if you want to import an entire sequence in your project? Again, the first thing to do is to click where you want it to be placed in the timeline. Then you go to Add, then Captured, then Sequence, and you navigate until you find the folder with the desired sequence. Now you don't have to select all the frames or pictures of the sequence. If you have named them with the same name plus a number indicator, AnimaShooter will import them all after you click on one of them. Remember when we talked about the prefix in the previous video? If you are to use the import sequence feature, plan ahead and use it. We will put a link to that video in the video description as well as in a card. You can also import an entire AnimaShooter project in your current one. Once again, you choose where in your timeline you want to import it and then you go Add, then Captured, then Project. You select the project and you import it. Of course, it has to have the same attributes. Here is a question for you. How often do you need to import frames or sequences in your project? Now, what if you want to replace some frames, a sequence or an entire project in your timeline? In my experience, this is something you do mostly when you have edited some frames in a third-party software. For example, when you have edited some green screen frames with supporting parts. So here is how we do it. Let's say we want to replace just a frame. We click on the frame we want to replace. Then we go once again above the timeline and we press Replace. A drop-down menu will appear and you click on Captured Frames. A window will open. You click on the desirable picture and there you go. You have a replacement. If you want to replace a sequence or a frame with a sequence, you select the frames you want out and you go Replace, then Captured, then Sequence, and you select your sequence as we said before. And if you want to replace some frames or even your entire project with another one, you select the frames you want to replace. If there are enough frames, you can select them by clicking the first one and then shift clicking the last one, and then you go Replace, then Captured, then Project. Finally, you can also import an empty frame or replace an existing frame with an empty one. Let's recap now. Did you like the video? Then press that like button. That is all for now. In the next video we will talk about references.